Well, Erik, thank you for being here.
Sure, thanks for having me.
So, a lot of news coming out of Cockeye BBQ lately. Could you talk? Let's talk about the latest news, the warehouse that you purchased over on Chestnut Street in Warren.
Yeah, so we had been moving towards needing space. We needed some warehousing space for lots of stuff that we need to run the restaurant with. And it's great being in the business community here in the Valley because there really is a community. And friends of ours had been approached about the sale of this building, and it wasn't quite right for their model and what they needed. They kind of said, oh, I know somebody who might be interested, and it was us. And so we went and took a look at it, and we had been looking for something like this for a couple of years. We had a really good experience purchasing our restaurant in sort of a dilapidated, if you will, rundown state. And we were kind of looking for, okay, we need some place with pallet racks and a loading dock. And we looked at a lot of different stuff. Some was complete garbage and above my level of expertise in terms of let's bring this back to life.
Right.
Some things were of scale that was scary for me. I don't mean to.
I get it.
And I'm a chef,
right.
not a contractor necessarily. And so when it comes to replacing, 15,000 square foot clear span rubber roof, when my contractors don't want to climb on it to take a look and see if they can fix it, I probably shouldn't buy it. So we were approached by this building, which was very lovingly taken care of by the owner, who runs a great business in it. And fantastic, sort of a multi-use building that has some office space, has some very clean light fabricating or manufacturing area, and then sort of a more open loading dock area, warehouse dock.
So this is going to be, from what I understand, distribution, creamery, kitchen.
Yes,
kind of
we built the creamery as sort of an experiment.
Right.
And can we make a product and people want this product? And overwhelmingly, they want the product. And so we needed to scale, which we did slightly. And we saw I see the potential. And if we scaled it larger, it would enable us to do lots of other things.
This is also going to allow you to get into like some distribution, though, correct?
Well, one thing leads to another.
Some bottling, maybe some of your ice cream going out to different places.
Yeah, phase one, our intention is to follow the money, follow the business. What is profitable, what is growing, and so the ice cream portion of the business is absolutely growing. And unfortunately, it's much less profitable now than it was because the dairy market has sort of fallen apart.
Right.
But it'll come back. So ice cream, we need to build a single-use dedicated facility for manufacturing ice cream for retail and or wholesale. And that's phase one. With this additional space, it allows us the opportunity to bring some of those other co-packed items back to Warren. So our sauce line, number one, I can expand on it. I will be able to run one-off sauces or seasonal items, and those people that have been to the restaurant are begging me for maple peach barbecue and some of the specialty ones. And it's kind of hard to do with a 7-hour travel time between our factory and here.
Right.
And so, and it's a challenge. We manufacture dinners. We manufacture it one dinner at a time. And it's fascinating to me to scale that business. So I really, really hope to be in there in the fall. And we have some really fun stuff coming with that. I mean, down to a machine that makes a 3-gallon ice cream container, and it's all recyclable material, and it folds the box into a watertight container, so that we can now send this 3 gallons of ice cream to a restaurant, to other scoop shops, and it's a drastically reduced price over a plastic container. So So we're going to be able to put in some, I think, cool stuff, some of that. So anyway, that'll be in the fall.
Well, I want to talk about Penguin City.
Okay.
Because honestly, once I heard that, I was like, that makes total sense. Tell us a little bit about like how that's coming.
It is moving. It is moving along.
Okay.
In fact, there are some time-sensitive emails I need to look at, which I haven't done yet.
Sure.
Yes, we had known those guys for a few years because absolutely, if you see anybody doing cool things, I want to be in the same room with them at some point. Yeah. And what are they doing and how are they doing this and where are they taking this to? And we had heard that they purchased the building, and I don't know Youngstown as well as I should. I know a little bit about it, but I didn't know where are we talking about here. When you're drinking downtown, you don't care where the steel mills are necessarily if you don't work in a steel mill. So I'm like, where is this? And we found out where it was, and we kind of talked about the idea of it.
When are you guys going to open? Like, what's it going to be like? You know what I mean?
We are, this should be like underneath, we are contracted to open November 1st.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Awesome.
That's probably not going to happen. We hope it does.
Sure.
We hope it does. It's costing me money as a business owner every day that we're not open.
Right.
And both in terms of, my word as currency with our new partners who are going to be housing us within their shell, and in terms of lost revenue of not being open.
Well, I think it's going to be a hit when it does open. So I hope that makes you feel better.
We certainly hope so.
Is it going to be like primarily takeout? Or are you going to have some seating? What's it going to be like?
Well, talk to your good buddies over there at Penguin. No, they listen. They are not letting me have a sleepy little barbecue joint. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
This is not what one would do if one wanted to slow down.
I was going to say, there's lots of space over there.
I think that it's in around the 200 seat mark.
Oh,
in terms of dine-ins. They're.
Oh boy.
I don't know if you've walked through the facility or seen what they've done yet. The bar is tremendously large. I don't know how many people. I'm going to say it's got to be 50-person bar. Could sit at the bar. We're anticipating some upwards over 200 people can be seated in our area.
Okay.
Now there is a event center space in the rear. I think there's going to be a private party room area for less than 50, something like that, parties of 50, small company parties and birthday parties, things like that. So it's much, we have 42 seats in our restaurant. This one is 200 plus. So we're building it with that scaling in mind. Now keep in mind, 70% or 75% of the business we do in Warren is carryout.
Right.
And so for every table that is seated, every person you see sitting, there are however many more going out the front door and out the back door. So scaling and producing that much food is not scary to me. Doing it when they're all looking at me is more scary.
Well, yeah, you're going to have to get some wait staff, right? You're going to have to do a whole bunch of...
Nope, I'm not doing any of that.
Oh, okay. So that's fine. It's a barbecue joint. So you order and...
here's the thing. If it's
not... You're not be cooking in front of them, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this is an open concept kitchen. If our building on Parkman allowed us to be even more open, we would have opened it up even more. I believe in transparency with someone's about to eat that. And not to mention the fact that it's cool to see activity. And our crew, we play crazy loud music, and it's a very hectic, amplified environment. It's noisy. Our cooks scream and holler at each other in loud voices to hear over the guitar solo, and it's a lot of things. It's like, wow.
Well, there's energy.
Dinner and a show, and I'm watching these guys like a machine. And we want that. I like it, and our people like it too. It's not sterile, I would say, in terms of,
right.
I came from fine dining where we had a chef's table and the loudest thing would be the knife on the board, and people would be sipping wine, and it was their kitchen for the night. And that's not the type of environment that we have currently.
Right.
I would still have chef's table if you want to come eat in the kitchen. It's probably the coolest place to sit.
Sure.
But that's what we're going to do in Youngstown. We need to do it so that it's fast. It's still scratch and still feels homemade, and which it is. It just needs to be fast.
717 Credit Union. Business services designed to meet your daily needs. Commercial loans, business deposits, merchant and payroll services. 717 Credit Union. It's knowing you were treated right every time.